Stop playing with them Haitians, man. Stop trying to treat them like they Latino now. Y'all know damn well y'all don't treat them like they was Latino like 2-3 years ago, 2-3 months ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Y'all was not treating them like Latino. Stop playing like that, bro. Stop playing with them. Stop trying to use them as y'all convenient shit. Stop it.
Not gonna lie, since when was Haiti a Latin country?
Since black people have said they are not coming out to protest with anybody, especially the Latinos, they are now looking for ally everywhere. And now Latinos have finally remembered that Haitians are Latinos. And yes, a lot of Latinos came on the internet to say, you know what, we might be Latinos, but you guys, you're still not seeing us outside. Every one of them, tried to paint how 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 3 years ago, nobody actually cared if Asians were Latinos. Nobody included them anywhere. They have always been on their own. And all of a sudden, you guys remember them, that they are now Latinos and not black. Okay, I'm just going to let these videos roll and I'll come back with my commentary. But first, I'd love to hear from you. What's your thought about today's video? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. Are you Haitian? Are you Latino? Let me know in the comments. Let's have that conversation, guys. Please do subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, okay? Credit to all creators on this video. So let's go, then I'll come back with the commentary.
So there's a post going around talking about whether Haitians are Latinos or not. And geographically, there's no argument that Haiti is a Latin country. Geographically, Haiti is in Latin America. But a lot of people, due to racism and colorism, a lot of other Latin countries don't claim us. People who normally identify as Latina or Latino are usually the people of Hispanic descent. When you look into Latin culture as a whole, it's kind of different from Haitian culture. One, let's start with the language. Most other Latin countries speak Spanish. Now, whereas in some parts of Haiti, some Haitians speak Spanish, it is not our national language. And culturally, our music also doesn't sound the same. The food, the people, the teachings, everything is a little bit different, right? Now, even though Dominican Republic and Haiti share literally the same island, it's not even a real line that separates Haiti from Dominican Republic. And I don't think it's like even a real line that separates Haiti from Dominican Republic. Picture this line right there. Let's say this side is Haiti and this side is Dominican Republic. That's literally how it is. It is as simple as, now I'm in Haiti, now I'm in Dominican Republic. It's the same island. Except the Dominicans were colonized by the Spaniards and the Haitians were colonized by the French. So we speak different languages. And because we're separated, our cultures, even though you'll find similarities, it's still kind of different. Now, because of colorism, like I said, and racism and all of that, people don't want to identify Haitians as Latinos or Latinas. And as a Haitian girl, I just want to say, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. It's like 10 Haitians out here who really care about identifying as Latino. Like, we have so much Haitian pride. Like, bitch, I'm Haitian. I'm not Latina, bitch, I'm Haitian. I don't want to identify as Latina. I want to identify as Haitian. And because of Haitian pride and knowing my Haitian people, we never beg for acceptance. We never beg for anybody to, we don't give a fuck about that shit. So, I'm telling y'all, it's like but 10 Haitians out here who's like, but we are Latinos too. And the rest of us, I promise y'all, we don't miss no sleep over that. We know Haitian. It's like, no, recognize us, view us. We are Latinos too. Geographically, yes. But why are we fighting for this identity? Why would we do that? We were the first free black republic. Being Haitian is the flex already. But I don't know.
Haitians are Latino, and if you think otherwise, you're just racist. I was on Beyonce's internet today. I stumbled upon a post where the girl was talking about the first Caribbean country in Latin America to gain its independence, and they said this.
What Caribbean country was the first to gain independence in all of Latin America?
Dominican Republic.
You have a guess?
Haiti?
That is correct.
Technically, that's not Latin America. They don't consider themselves Latin America. But hey, if because of the geography they're considered Latin America, I digress.
Well, as you can imagine, the comment section was filled with all types of anti-blackness, anti-Haitianness, the list goes on. But at the end of the day, I hate the term Latino. I hate it because it's this fake, overarching ideology that America really created to describe all of the countries in Latin America. I don't even know the definition. What I find is Latinos run towards the term Latino to run away from blackness or run away from Africanness or run away from indigenousness. You can be Latino and be black, you can be Latino and be European, you can be Latino and be Asian, you can be Latino and be Arab. Everyone doesn't look like Sofia Gara. That's not what it means to be Latino. So you guys want to run away from people who look like me being Latino just to have people who look like you being Latino, and that's why I hate the term. But Google, as always, would have answered that question for you. There's a popular ideology that is across Latin America called Mejorar la Raza, and that is the reason why a lot of your grandparents and be as dark as me or black as tar saying that they're not black. Stop the madness. One love.
Being able to speak Spanish and Creole, you realize that a lot of the words in Creole are either similar or even the same as words in Spanish. For example, the word easy in Creole is fácil, and the word easy in Spanish is fácil. The word difficult in Creole is difícil, but the word difficult in Spanish is difícil. It's a different accent, but it's still the same word. Another word, feet, in Creole is pie, and feet in Spanish is pies. The verb to think in Spanish is pensar, but to think in Creole is penser. Very similar. A lot of people think that Creole is just a broken French, but it's actually its own official language that takes words from French, Spanish, the original Taino language, and many languages in Africa as well. Although we are not Hispanic, we are still Latino. A lot of our words are Latino words. They come from Latin. I just really don't want to hear that Haitians aren't Latino, because we are. Latino and Hispanic are not the same thing, and that's how Christian sees it.
They said leave Haitians out of it. Lord have mercy. So I'm scrolling on TikTok and I am looking at all of these videos of the protests that have been happening out here in Puerto Rico against ICE, against Trump, deportation, all that good stuff. In case you didn't know, there are huge communities of Dominicans, Haitians, and other groups that live here in Puerto Rico on the island. So I'm watching this video. Everybody's outside, you know, in solidarity. They're holding up their Puerto Rican flags, but they're also holding up Dominican flags in solidarity. They're holding up Haitian flags, etc., etc. Why did I decide to scroll through the comments? Not for real, like, why do I do that? Because the comment section is like, first of all, it's usually like where all the entertaining shit is happening, but it's also where all the dumb shit is taking place. And it's just like, so anyway, there's a bunch of comments from different Haitian people, and they're like, leave Haitians out of it. Now this. And it's like, you're not FBA. Like, stop with the FBA talking points. Like, you're not FBA. FBA don't even fuck with you. FBA don't fuck with you. Mind the Caribbean's business right now for just 5 minutes. You can't use the talking points of the people that don't fuck with you. Like, that's actually insane. And it's just like, okay, so you don't want solidarity? Like, you don't want people advocating for it? Like, because they're here. They live here. We're not making this shit up. And they're actively getting deported. Like, it's not just happening on the mainland. Like, motherfuckers is getting swept up and getting brought back to Haiti and brought back to DR, etc., etc., etc. So, you don't want us outside? Like, should we go home and mind our business? Because Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. So, I know Puerto Ricans aren't exempt. We not out here with the complexion for the flexion, or at least most of us aren't. I ain't. But it gets to a point, like, it really gets to a point where it's just like, it's giving misery. It's giving misery. It's giving misery. And listen, I would say we go home and mind our business, but that's not really our type of time. Like, we never gave or staying in the house. Puerto Ricans never stayed in the house and minded their business, okay? We love a protest. We love an outside moment, okay? Historically. So it's just like, it's just too much. It's just too much. And this is a great time to remind you guys that Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans cannot vote for the president. Just so you know. Shouting you. Because I know some of you resters don't read. But we did have a mock vote here on the island. And 80% of folks voted for Kamala. Okay? Even though my good sis is Indian and Jamaican and was talking that shit on native land, talking about don't come here. Yeah, she said that. I didn't forget. Personally, I didn't forget that. But yeah, I'm going to let you get back to resting. You're resting that brain a little too much, though. The brain is overly rested, okay? Needs a little excitement. Crack a book.
To the Afro-Latinos, Latinas, and Hispanic people, this got to be a very interesting time for y'all, because we know that you guys have always experienced discrimination no matter like where y'all go, because of the fact that you have that Afro-centric feature. But it's like, how are y'all feeling now that all of this ICE raiding stuff is going on? Because the ICE people, the police and the cops and everybody that's working at the military, they're not going to look at you as an Afro-Latina person or Afro-Latino or Hispanic. They're going to just see you and be like, they're going to think you're Black American if you don't open your mouth and have an accent. You know what I'm saying? They're going to think you're from here. And then if you're not documented, or even if you are a citizen, it's just like, how do you feel about that? Because I know that if you are Afro-Latino, Latina, or Hispanic, you probably live amongst that culture. So you're going to see a lot of those people around you, and you're going to be seeing them get locked up. But you literally, like, do you feel like you could just stand there and watch that? Like, I mean, not stand there, like, you're not going to do nothing. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not afraid. Are you as afraid of ICE and everybody? Like, you know, do you really feel like, dang, because I ain't going to lie, I'm sitting here thinking this is probably the one time that is beneficial for y'all to be of African descent in America. Like, I know that's so weird to say, but it's just like, dang. Is anybody else thinking that? I can't have been the only person that had that thought. I don't think I have. Like, somebody else got to be thinking the same thing.
So, So I see a lot of them actually trying to gaslight Asians into being Latinos. Yes, Asians are Latinos, which you cannot take away from them. They are actually not dragging it, and they actually understand the fact that they are Latinos. But what is problem here is the fact that this community of Latinos have always seen more of people from the Hispanic descent as Latinos and not the people that looks like myself in their community, right? And now that they need more of allies, try to build allies here and there, they are not seeing Haitians as Latinos, calling them to come out to protest alongside them. These guys are saying, no matter how you see it, we are still not coming, because months ago, years ago, you never saw us as Latinos but blacks, right? And now that it's happening this way, your people are getting deported. You guys are getting, you're not calling on us to come spend, speak out for you guys, join forces with you as community members. So all of a sudden, they are not community. That's what they're trying to say, right? That we're not doing community thing with you guys. And I'm like, you guys actually would have seen all of this before now, that these guys are actually your community members. You guys remember how the whole raid to the seas has always been within the Latin community, and how if you look more like myself, you might actually be regarded as mostly Black Americans and not, a Latino. I think this is one of the reasons why even Black Americans, like, we are actually not coming out to protest with anybody, okay? Be it anybody, we are not coming out, because somehow we might be in the front, cheering on, doing all that is needed, and somehow we will be the one at the receiving end. So no need for them to come out. They decided never to step out there to really protest. Yes, there are some of them who have actually constantly showed solidarity with the Latin community, and like, we are still coming out. And somebody asked a very interesting question: how does the people who looks like me, the Asian, like the Asians, the Afro-Latinos, how do they feel right now that ICE is actually targeting these people and not them? So if you look so much like me, you might pass by as like Black American and not, Latino. So because of that, it seems like ICE is not coming for these other people and not these other people. That's what that lady is trying to paint. Not asking people how they feel about it, like the Afro-Latinos, how they feel about it. Believe it or not, there is always blessing in disguise. You know how they have actually been raised to the seas to you guys? Right now, you will be so excited that you came out as you and not as them, because you will pass by and nothing is coming to you, unlike these other people who will come. Okay, anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But yeah, are Asians really Latinos? The truth is yes. Okay, from all the content we have gathered today, the answer is actually yes. But they still do not care if to join Latin community or not. If you have to, if you cannot force it on them, and they are not also begging to be part of the community that they feel have never for once accepted them, but they became free. Okay, one of the first Black nation that happened to be free. Okay, came out to be free. Okay, and now they're like, we're actually not going to do this with you guys. Wherever you place us is where we are, and we still remain there. If you have been racist to us all this while, maybe you should also continue in that light and not trying to make it look like we are now coming together as brethren when you have never seen us as such. Well, it is what it is. I think that sometimes these communities should always look out for themselves and try as much as possible to recognize every one of them, and not trying to make these other people look this way and this way. Even though that other lady was like, Asians who are saying that Haitians who are saying that we are actually not coming out, we are leave Haitians out of your mouth. Those people are seeing themselves as Black, and how Black people really do not care about them. That no matter how you see it, you will also always be Latino. Well, I don't know about that. Okay, but what I'm just saying is that maybe community members should see deeper on how they can actually help each other and not how to segregate among themselves, because truly at the end of the day, you only have your community members to rally around you when you have an issue, not the next person. Okay, but you guys, let me know what you think in the comment. Let's have that conversation. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see. Thank you so much guys for watching. See you all on my next video. Bye guys.